Good morning, everybody. How y'all doing? Yeah, I just couldn't resist this moment with being able to cuddle up here with my baby, with the heat on, up underneath all the nice warm covers, while it's only 50 degrees outside. It was a little chilly in here this morning when I woke up. I had to click that heat on. I'm like, yeah, it's a little bit chilly, but now it's getting a little warm because I got it up on 75, and I'm like, sweltering a little bit. But I just had to um, have this moment where I can share with my little baby here. And she, one nice thing about her, she is always wearing Halloween colors. Yeah, she's always wearing Halloween colors. I know. She's so beautiful, so pretty. So anyway, excuse me. Yeah, it's been yeah, she's looking at somebody out the window who's just walking by. So anyway, hi there. How are yous? Yeah. So, and of course I'm wearing a Halloween color here as well. But anyway, um so I just got done watching MJ's readings. She has two of them up there right now for today. She has the morning message, and then she has the twin flame reading. The the twin flame reading doesn't really resonate with me all that much, but the morning message definitely does. It stems from what I was talking about yesterday there towards the end of the video, a little bit, and also what I'm going through right now. I'm really going through some sort of dark night of the soul journey. Very frustrated, very intense energy within me right now. And again, I also know, of course, are on the eve of Samhain, Halloween. So, so, and I know some of the, I typically will feel my mom around this time, partly because of her birthday. And she was actually supposed to be a Halloween baby. That was the predicted date, but her mother, of course, my grandmother, she said no. So she did everything she could to try and go into labor and have that baby early. She was not going to have a Halloween baby. So, but um, anyway, yeah. So that's what happened. And in our household, the holidays always started basically with her birthday because of it, because we had her birthday. Then a few days later, we had Halloween, which was always a favorite holiday for all of us. Then a couple weeks later, my birthday. Actually, 12 days later, my birthday's on the 11th. 11/11, yeah. Actually, I was supposed to be born on the 12th, and my mom was like, nope, it's going to be the 11th. So, yeah. Um, at 11, is here, 24 p.m. I always remember it because of military time, 23:24. Um, anyway, so, and which also adds up to 11. I have a lot of 11s in my chart. Yeah. So it's like I'm this big visionary, but it can be very frustrating at times because on the one hand I'm kind of like this big visionary or whatever, but um, for whatever reason, I don't know, getting things fulfilled sometimes can be a bit frustrating. So anyway, I guess because partly maybe because of being a risk taker. And it isn't that I don't follow through. I do follow through. Just for some reason, some things wind up being roadblocks or whatever. Um, so anyway, um, and that's the thing that I'm learning is a little bit more anyway is patience. Um, patience more with myself because I can have a tendency to push myself a lot. That warrior instinct kicking in, um, and and so forth. I think that part of it is of my upbringing, sort of the environment that I was raised in, especially with being an only child and so forth. Then again, also being pushed by my parents a lot, especially my mom, always wanting to appease her, make her proud of me, all this sort of stuff. Um, and feeling like that in order to receive my father's love, I had to be successful because that's the only way I could receive his love. Otherwise, I was a disappointment, and that's something that I've been working on. Basically, really, on both sides, because they both wanted me to basically fulfill their hopes and dreams. But I'm learning that I have to take things at my own pace, and especially with where my body is now, and also realize that doing the best that I can. I don't want to say doing the best that I can is good enough because I know I can do more, but I have to realize that I might have to, I hate using the word settle for that. You know what I mean? I have always been a go getter, but don't get me wrong, but I'm also having to realize that, hey, I'm getting older. And things are creeping up. So, yeah, I have to go with that flow. I have to maneuver through all of that as well. So, yeah, there's going to be the setbacks and so forth. And yeah, it's frustrating for me because I have always been a go getter. And now I'm having to learn to, whoa, Nelly, a little bit, Not easy for me. And of course, with the way the world is, with always having to be in full throttle and so forth, or feeling like that's how the world is, um, learning how to force the world to go at my own pace, while at the same time trying to keep up with what the world wants, as far as, you know, due dates, as far as, like bills are concerned and so on and so forth. Yeah, it's like on the one hand, I know I have this deadline every single week where I have to pay my rent, um, and I have to make that deadline. But at the same time, I'm trying to get my body to, take care of my body and my mind and so forth. So it's finding that balance basically. And yeah, I've been going through a kind of really a myriad of things as far as my this leg of my Dark Night of Soul journey is concerned. And I know I'm going through it. The cards, not just because the cards have been telling me, but also with what I've been experiencing. Um, it's been it's been a bit like I said, it's been frustrating. It really has. It's been very challenging. Um, I'm trying my best to keep myself grounded and so forth. Um, but hasn't been very successful at times last couple of nights. So I was thinking that probably maybe today, and it hasn't helped either. Um, yeah, I'm doing a lot better as far as my chest is concerned, my breathing is concerned. Yeah, I had some heavy breathing last night because of some stairs I had to climb, some running around I've had to do, and so forth. But I am doing a lot better. I'm kind of wondering because unfortunately I am dealing with low sugars. When I came home last night, I ate. I even stopped and got myself something to eat that I know was high in carbs, and choom, right straight down again. And even when I was out working last night, my alarm started going off, low sugar. I know this should be about the time that I should probably be starting my period. I'm in menopause, of course. I am getting some PMS symptoms. A lot of times with my PMS, my sugars would drop. So I'm not too sure if it's that or if it's the steroid causing my sugars to drop, because it's happening the worst after I do that puff. Um, so I'm just trying to figure that out. And I know I can't, on the one hand, I know I can't, but then again, too, I'm also more active. So it could be a combination of things. I could try and cut back on the long lasting insulin. I don't really want to do that because I feel like that's the amount that I'm taking every night, that's my magic number. So I don't really want to mess with that. I have been, I am cutting back on the short acting. I only took 10 units, but still, choom, right down. Um, so I'm thinking that I can try and cut back a little bit more. I might have to do that until the body says otherwise. And it could be, because the inhaler is basically helping me to breathe better. My body feels like it's able to do some healing and so forth. So of course, there's less stress on the body, and I'm able to um, um, cut back, or it's causing my sugars to um, go down a little bit. Uh, Yeah, and it happened this morning. It happened like maybe a couple hours after I went to bed, something like that. And like I said, I ate and everything, quite a bit of carbs that should have spiked me. No, I was woken up about a couple hours later, something like that, and again, my sugar was in the low 40s. I'm like, oh gosh. So I'm not entirely too sure. How I'm going to handle that. I'll try. I'll try cutting back again. Like I said, I only took 10 units when I got home. I can see about cutting back to 8 when I eat some lunch here soon, or brunch. But it was like, and I ate. So I basically finished off my glucose tabs. Is what I did. When I go out to work, there's Walmart right there. I'll stop off, and I like their glucose tabs. The flavor of theirs the most. They taste like wacky wafers. If you remember that candy growing up, there were those kind of large discs or whatever that came in a package. Of cellophane. You could see through the cellophane, see the different ones or whatever. The ones that I get are the tropical flavor, and the red ones are watermelon, and they taste just like the watermelon wacky wafers that we used to get when we were kids. It was a Wonka candy. Um, so yeah, that's what they remind me of. And then the white ones I think are the tropical, the fruit punch, and then the orange ones. There's only three different flavors, and the orange ones are of course orange. But my favorite ones are the red ones, which is weird because I don't care for watermelon. I absolutely can't stand watermelon. I'm not a melon fan. Um, and really, but when it comes to like watermelon flavored candies, or what have you, I really like that. It's like, don't ask. Like the watermelon flavored Airheads. Oh my gosh, don't get me started on Airheads. Oh, I love Airheads. Ugh. One of my biggest weaknesses. Possum too. She loves Airheads too. Yeah. Twizzlers. Strawberry flavored Twizzlers, both of us. Yeah, definitely. She's a junk food eater, just like her mommy. If I didn't know any better, I swear that I'm her actual mommy because of the similarities, except that she likes seafood. Well, actually, she like the ocean whitefish flavored cat foods. Nah, not so much. But tuna, she loves tuna. Salmon, she loves salmon too. So, oh, that reminds me, I have to stop and get her some food too while I'm over there. I think I'm on my last little bit of food for her. Well, speaking of Miss Possum, she's coming back from the living room. Oh, Mommy, you talking about me, Mommy? Yes, I am. There she is. I know, she's just such a cutie. She's just such a pretty girl. Oh, look at that pretty face. I know. Such a pretty lady girl. She's such a pretty ladybug. Oh, look at her. I know. She's so beautiful. I just love her to pieces. Yes, I do. And yeah, she still has a fascination with the door. She was actually at the door when I came home, and I had to shoo her butt in. She wanted to try and run out, and I'm like, no, I'm not. I don't want to lose you. Especially not this neighborhood. So, but anywho, so yeah, that's kind of where I'm at right now with everything. I was seriously considering maybe not doing these videos, but Spirit's like, no, you have to keep going. And I feel like with the morning message, I got some really good advice, especially with what she was talking about who, with who your guides are, whatever. I mean, yeah, I know who my guides are, but as far as um, the, how do I put it? When she was talking about, like archangels and so forth, I know that Archangel Michael is a big one. Is my main guide, uh, and some others as well. But and he definitely came out in the very last card, actually, of the main part of the reading um, this morning. Whew, it's getting warm in here. So, anywho, yeah. And as far as tapping into him, listening to him, and so forth, I gotta. She wants her butt scratched. She I scratch her butt, and she goes nuts. Yeah, she's just a. She loves her butt scratched. I don't know why. Here she goes. Oh, she's just like, oh, mommy. Oh, mommy. Oh. I don't know, maybe she's getting an orgasm. Gosh, I know. Hey, at least I kind of have my sense of humor still. So, but anyway, yeah, that's kind of where I'm at right now with everything while I'm scratching her ass here. hmm But with those readings and everything, my hand's getting tired. With those readings, if they resonate with you, then they do. If not, then it may just be one message that's coming through or whatever. But that one this morning really kind of hit me hard, especially with things that I'm going through right now. I just and I'm reminding myself. And that's the thing too with these readings. The King of Wands is coming out big time. Um, and I know that that's a big card for me for next month with my Wheel of the Year reading, and I just keep reminding myself of the cards that I pulled for this month. That Five of Wands and Seven of Swords, and I feel like okay, I've been going through more external factors as far as those two cards are concerned, but now I feel like it's more of that internal struggle that's happening. Um, in some ways, with the exception of the one issue. And that issue came out in the reading as well. So it's like, all right, fine, so be it. That's kind of the way that I'm looking at it. Um, I I have it, that's the thing with what I was talking about at the end of that the video yesterday, where I was interested in somebody. I'm not somebody who normally hangs on with somebody for a long period of time or whatever. Um, but for some reason, Spirit has just kept this individual in my life. Um, I feel that there are definitely lessons there that I'm learning. Um, and I'm still trying to figure out what the connection actually is. And that's the reason why I really would like to have a conversation. Um, to find, so in that way, could maybe figure this out. If it's just supposed to be that we support each other through the different parts, the different aspects of our own individual journeys, um, or because I know that they are also a spiritual person, or if maybe it's if maybe we're meant to be friends, or maybe it's supposed to be something more. I don't know, and that's what I would really like to be able to have that conversation about, to figure things out and everything. But at the same point, I also respect their wishes and so forth. If they don't want to, so be it. Okay? Just be there to support each other on each other's journeys. And, or, if Spirit says, okay, it's time for both of you to move on, then it's time for you to both to move on. Or if it's supposed to be that we're supposed to be in each other's lives, but in more of a, I don't know, incognito sort of um, capacity, then so be it. That's the way I'm looking at things. Yeah, I very much would like to be able to have that conversation, but it is what it is. So, in the meantime, I am going to continue on my journey, and I am definitely going to see about doing my yoga today, and I'm going to try and do some relaxing and so forth. I keep looking at my sewing box over there. um, I've been getting back to doing some embroidery work. I very much would like to be able to break out my sewing machine and get back to making the cover for my quilt as well, but all in good time, no rush. So that's the way that I'm looking at that. But I'm thinking that I'll get back to doing some embroidery work. It's very relaxing, and it'll help me unplug too. I feel like I've been plugged into the mass consciousness a little bit too much. Um, and I know that there's a lot of heavy energy out there. So much so, MJ, she did post on the the community page of her channel. It's the Soulful Revolution YouTube channel. She on the community page, she posted a meditation. I haven't looked at it yet or anything, but it's supposed to help with us um, getting ourselves grounded, clearing out all the energies that are out there. And oh, that's right too. I know that we might be in that in a pre-shadow. That could be another reason why I'm feeling so tense and so forth. Um, with that Pluto and Mars aspect that we have coming up. Plus, I know we have quite a few aspects that are happening right now. So that's one of the reasons why there's such tense energy. And of course, Pluto started his prograde motion recently, and so of course we're clearing out, and we're in the post shadow of that retrograde, and of course, Mars is slowing down for his retrograde, which is starting at the beginning of December. I don't know the exact date. I don't remember. Um, and So yeah, I know there's a lot of, and anyway, like I was saying, Pluto clearing out the last of uh, stuff that has happened over the last 15 years while he's been in Capricorn, and making his way over to Aquarius, which is going to be very fast energy, but he's going to be there for the next 20 years. So yeah, that's what I'm feeling like. There's a lot of clearing out of a lot of stuff, and I know that's then too. That's probably one of the reasons why things with my mom are coming up as well. Not just because I'm feeling her around because of Samhain, with the veil being thin, but also because um, uh, it was about that time that Pluto entered into Capricorn that she passed away. So, yeah. Um, so yeah, there's quite a bit there with things. So in the meantime, doing best that I can, do my clearing, do my inner work, and so on and so forth, and keep myself grounded and everything. I'm just it's been very challenging, very very challenging with things, and I feel like that there's it's combination of quite a few things at the same time, but I also feel that it's preparing me. Um, um, it's clearing the way of the journey that I'm going to be going down uh, here soon. So, yeah. Anywho, um, I hope you all have a great day. Um, it's been a lot, I know, to talk about today. Yeah, yeah. All right, guys. I'll talk at you soon. I love yous. I really do. Even though I may not show it very much right now. I love you guys. I'll talk at you soon.